Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome in. It is wonderful to see you. I'm very quickly going to jump to first things first. Poison Darth Frog, congratulations. You are the first viewer to redeem first this stream. And so pat yourself on the back. You get to be first. And what up, Willis? Thank you very much for redeeming third. I hope you enjoy that awkward smile for a little bit. Plum, thank you for redeeming word of the stream for mooshcapades. We're gonna see if TTS can pronounce that, and then I'm gonna tell you a joke. Probably, maybe. I'm not yet sure, but it's a good joke. Oh, not bad. TTS is really good at pronouncing the made-up words. I'm glad you're so excited, Willis. I was actually thinking of you last week. That's probably not odd, but I wanted to say oddly enough. I was thinking about you last week, Willis, because you have a tendency at some point during stream to redeem Spill the Tea, which is something that I enjoy.
Poison Darth Frog just resubscribed for 35 months. It's dangerous to go alone. Swim into my belly. Then you'll never be alone. Salva ping.
Listen, you could be writing the dialogue for this screen, Poison Darth Frog. I am impressed. Hello, Quill. Nice to see you. Poison Darth Frog, thank you so much for 35 months of subs. I really appreciate it. So back to what I was saying. Willis, the reason that I was thinking of you last week is that you have a tendency to redeem Spill the Tea, and not very many people do that with regularity, and so it's something that I notice and keep track of. I'm not telling you that you need to redeem it or anything like that. I'm just saying I noticed it because I don't know if anyone caught me, but last week I had 3 different drinks, and I just super casually would put them down and pick up a different one depending on what I needed to drink, because I was trying so hard to stay hydrated since I had been sick the week before and my voice and my throat were still really rough. And so I had 3 different drinks. I had a steamer, I had a tea, and I had water. All of them. And nobody ever mentioned it, but I had 2 different mugs and a cup, and just every time just super casually drinking. I'm doing a lot better now. I still am getting weirdly tired, and so I have a little bit of a fuddly lasting fatigue. Oh, that's nice. We're starting with a book review. Genuinely, Willis, it's fine. Please never feel guilty. It's just something I thought of because I felt like I successfully, I don't know, got away with something for some reason. Very, very weird. But thank you for your redemptions. I'm still on the M of mooshcapades. Oh, I'm so glad you're reading it. And I just need to finish mooshcapades. I just need to finish getting this word down before I get even more distracted. Poison Darth Frog, it was. It was so valid. It was perfect. So this is our lovely word of the stream, courtesy of Plum. Thank you so much, Plum. Whoop. And now I'm dropping things. We're fine. I need to get some tape or something for this. There you go. There you go, it's fine. Oh, they're just so fun! Nothing is more snug than a good old book. Okay, well, I see that we are having one of those sorts of starts to stream, and so I'm just going to quickly back up and say welcome in, everybody. It is so lovely to see you. Hello, SNK, because I don't think I've said your name yet in particular. But yeah, it's delightful to see all of you. Happy Wednesday, and hopefully we'll be able to make some game progress. Oh, delicious. And so, Willis, in order to spill that tea, I just want to point out my beautiful, amazing, wonderful mug, which is fantastic. But it's hot chocolate today because I can. And sometimes you just need a good hot chocolate, especially if you're gonna have to talk about books for a little bit. So, I might deviate slightly from the norm on this book review. I have so many different directions I could go. I still have so many different directions I could go. I did Poison Darth Rock. I actually finished both of the dungeons last week that nearly made me quit. So if anyone missed that, it was like 3 weeks ago or something at this point. I was in 2 dungeons, one in each game, and they're both awful. They're like the worst dungeons I've ever done. I'm so mad at them. They're terrible. And I did successfully manage to finish navigating them last week. So literally the 2 games are like at my I just finished watching the cutscene from the end of the dungeons. I have not. I have not beat either game yet. I have beat the 7th dungeon in this game and I've beat the 8th dungeon in the other game. So I'm really hoping I'm going to stay in this game for a while because I need to catch up. But I have a book review. Okay. We're going to go a little sideways on this one because I do love Siders book reviews as well. The book that I would love to chat with y'all about today, which potentially, probably, you might be familiar with. This is Adulthood as a Myth. It's by Sarah Scribbles. She is a cartoonist, online, has like Insta accounts and stuff like that, posts all of their comics. I'm pretty sure get posted on there. And occasionally those get turned into compilations, otherwise known as books. She also releases, this is a random side effect. I promise this isn't sponsored or anything. This is just my own personal love of all things quirky and weird. She also has yearly planners, and I've been using them now for like 4 years. And I fill them with stickers every week. And so they're very they're delightful trips back in time is what I'm saying. But anyway, that's actually one of the reasons that I first found her. Like, I'd seen some of her stuff on Instagram because algorithms recommend things to me, but then I saw her planners in the stores and they were so well set up for how my brain works that it kind of got me addicted to her comics, because every single week on the planner page she has one of those comics. And anyway, then I started obsessively getting her collections. I have 5 of them now. So a thing to point out, because this is a book review, and so I'm going to focus on reviewing this book. This is very important. These lines on her sweater, chat, on the character sweater, they are velvet. And so this is actually like the title and the sweater are like soft to touch, which is utterly insane to me. I just love that level of detail. Very, very, very delightful. Now, you might have heard the word quirky come out of my mouth. I just love this level of attention to detail for like your audience or potential audience. Like, if you are an enjoyer of her style of comic, I cannot think of anything that you would like better than having a cover with velvet on it in a book. And so just 10 out of 10 branding, my queen. Absolutely amazing. So quirky is very much like a fundamental description of this. She's not here to make herself look pretty. You can see some of these here, but she's got charm. There's definitely a little bit of nerdiness. It feels to me, I'm not actually sure if this is in there or not. It feels like there's neurospiciness. It probably is. Like, probably ADHD comes up or something like that, but I don't want to put words in her mouth that are not me remembering things correctly. And so there's just something about how she does her comics that like are very for the neurodivergent millennial almost. And they have always like just really hooked me because they always seem so topical, but they always have really good twists and punchlines. And so I love the cats, I love the dogs, I love the friends, and I love some of the sunshine contrasted with some of the like not so sunshine. I do have favorites. I obviously have favorites. I have favorites all the time. In every collection, but the current obsession that I have from her stuff is her penchant. I'm going to see if I can find one of these. I just think it would be fun to show you guys if I can find one of these. She has a current penchant for including in some of her comics, not all of them, biblically accurate angels. Neurospicy is a great word. It's like all of them. And so if you've ever seen her comics as they pertain to biblically accurate angels, you will probably already understand this punchline. But this, this, this. And so there is definitely a wit and charm and an amusement and sort of like a co-opting of classic things to be funny. So in case you didn't catch this comic, the biblically accurate angel is on a blind date with someone who's very nervous, but who compliments the biblically accurate angel's beautiful eyes. Because biblically accurate angels are covered in eyes from all angles. And I'm just like, I don't know why. I don't know who, but yes, please give me every single one of this lady's comics. And so if you need a book that is just going to make you giggle, it's going to make you chuckle, and it's going to give you hope and joy for a little bit and just a moment to be like, oh man, that was charming. Like seriously, look Sarah Scribbles up online, see her comics, and if you happen to see one of her collections in a store, just know that every single one of them have brought me much, much, much joy as I read through them and cackle my way throughout these various things. Comic books were like the comic strip style comic book, not necessarily the like Batman and Robin style comic book, but like the Calvin and Hobbes and the like Zits and Heart of the City and some of these like other for better for worse. Now I'm thinking of all of them and I'm just like, oh man, Garfield. I need to sit down and read me some of these books again. But the comic strip style of comic book was very much something that I sunk into when I was growing up. They're easy to read because in a sense they're picture books, even though they typically have like higher reading levels than like a picture book. And so I remember having access to them very, very young, because if they could be in the Sunday paper, then they typically were going to be kid appropriate, even for like a 5-year-old, 6-year-old. And so these are some of my like formative reading experiences, is these kinds of things where the level of language is a little bit above like what a 5-year-old might necessarily dive into, but like the context clues were so much more relevant. My mom would never stop me from picking up that kind of a comic strip comic book. And so I loved them, and I love laughing, and I love just the amusement and the cleverness. Our snow angels covered in ice. Probably. And so, like, I just think they're great, and I love that I am even able to find things like the Sarah Scribbles collection, which are like a thing for the adult version of the kid me who loved Calvin and Hobbes. You know what I mean? Not that I don't still love Calvin and Hobbes, because I do. And I'm pretty sure Kay Menzel has the entire treasury in glorious hardcover with like gold foil binding. It's beautiful. And not the reason I married him. Definitely not the reason that I married him. Yeah. Anyway, there's your book review, because I just feel like an injection of joy might be valuable. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed your book review, Willis. And now I need to keep a promise. But I need to be very specific on this. I will repeat this joke. If some people have left the chat and don't hear it, I will repeat it when they come back. Or at least I hope to. Hold on. Hi, Plum. I'm writing it down for TTS because I think that will be the best delivery for it. And so just be patient, please. Okay. I think this partially I'm doing this because I think this joke needs to be delivered in a visual medium, and so this will allow people to see it in the chat, and hopefully TTS will read it. And if TTS does not read it, I will then read it out loud. But I'm gonna give her a shot.
The way to destroy a French vampire is a baguette through the heart. You might think it's easy, but it's a painstaking process.
Because bilingual puns are the best thing to ever happen to humanity. I love bilingual jokes. And I happened to see this one today, and I was just like, I know somebody who needs to hear this. Hi, Boo! Welcome in. Nice to see you. You! Alright, what do you think? It's been 15 minutes. Am I allowed to start playing the game yet? Okay, I'll stop laughing eventually. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're all doing great. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Boost Merry-Go-Round, thank you for redeeming Dehydrate. I guess we don't get to start gaming yet. You could argue about how great rotary phones are, but you'd just be going around in circles. Biblically accurate Solomon's girlfriend? I don't recognize that Poison Death Frog, and so I don't think that was Sarah's scribbles. But that sounds amazing, and that's definitely what I'm going to be Googling as soon as I finish stream. Anyway, I have tried and true Ruffles Ruffles Canadian made chips in the sour cream and onion variety, which is my favorite and is anathema to K-Mental. So I ate them here. You guys don't mind, right? I could have onion breath and you wouldn't even know. Thanks for the snack, Boo. So y'all, I'm Lady Q&W. I like Nintendo. I'm playing Zelda. Let's do some of that thing. So, I actually remember this last week. I'm pretty sure when I finished this dungeon... Oh, I'm glad you think it's a mistake, Poison Dart Frog, because I saw sour cream and onion Pringles and I went, wait, what? Since when? And I almost bought a can to eat on stream as my dehydrate, as one does. But then I didn't, and now I'm glad I didn't, because it sounds like they're not great. So chat, I hope I'm remembering this correctly. This is Jabba Jabu, and I was just in his belly. I did a whole dungeon in his belly, and it was fine. I mean, it wasn't great, but I did beat it. And when I came out of it in the cutscene, the tree that gives me like clues and hints went, I have no idea. I sense nothing. I don't know where you're supposed to go. And so what I remember is coming out of this, opening this map and going, all right, you know what I think then? I think I need to go here. Now, you might notice, I do also have this square that has gone unexplored, but I have been all around this mountain in both timelines, and like, I think I just didn't switch timelines at the right point. I might go try to figure this out eventually. But the mountain specifically in this game is very annoying to navigate, and so I never went back to that. Whereas this square I have tried to get to multiple times. I have been all the way around it, and that lovely beige line that you are seeing is like a series of whirlpools that like prevent me from actually getting to this island. I mean, it might not be the beige line. The beige line might be a line of rocks or something. But the point is, there's whirlpools completely surrounding this island, which means I can't get on it, which means I don't know what's in this square, which means I am suspicious when the tree says, I don't know where you're supposed to go, that I'm probably supposed to go here. What sparkly thing? You mean that? If you mean that, Poison Dart Frog, I can't actually tell you. They have used sparkles on the map before to indicate things that I need. In this case, that sparkly thing is specifically a reminder that that's where I left my time zone transfer the last time I switched times. It keeps that registered on the map because before I got the tune that I have now that just lets me freely move back and forth, I could only get one of the directions was a tune, but the other direction was a tune and a spot. And so this was like a necessary thing for navigation, and so it just leaves a little glimmer whenever I switch timelines. And it goes, "Yep, this is where you did that. Here's the little glitter." Just two. Just two. There's the past and the present, I think, but I never remember which one's which, so I call them time zones because I genuinely am like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm in the past. I don't know if I'm in the present. I'm pretty sure that the indicator at the top of the screen there answers that question for me, and I don't know which it is. I'm far too confused for the time switcherinos in this game. It's in both timelines? Yes, this is the tree that wants to marry me when she grows up. And so as a youth, she strong-armed me into promising to marry her. And as an adult, she flirts with me mercilessly. But she does in fact speak to me in both timelines. The inevitable, okay, we've worked out where to go, and switch. That is how things work. Like, I'm pretty sure I need to get to here. I just need to figure out how, because there were all of those whirlpools. And so I'm like, I don't know. I can still swim just as effectively. Hello? This guy just cutscened me, though. I wish I could do, like, a bubbly voice. Plum, you're right. Link's kids will have great roots. All I'm saying is consent is important, and she can't hold me to it. You've done so much for us. Our seas are clean and all is well. I offer you our symbol of heroism, the Zora scale. Cool. Does that make me swim better? It probably doesn't, but I want to know where it goes. Oh look, there it is. Pardon me. Lingering cough, as one does. She won't leave him alone. You're right. But you think Link should branch out after Zelda? I think I don't remember if Zelda's even in this game. I don't think she is though. I don't know what timeline I'm looking for. I don't know what anything I'm looking for, but I did clear up the sea. And so mostly I can just swim now. See, these are the whirlpools, chat. I think I might have been right. And so there's a whole bunch of them. I'm gonna check them under the water, and then I'm gonna check them above the water. And then I might give up. Not that I'm gonna give up on the game. I have something in the way of my screen. Oh, nope. Ah! That was my fault. I remember that cave and not knowing how to get there. Okay. This button? Okay. And if I go around and there's still nothing, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change time zones. Because that's the other thing, is that if it's not a swimming capability, then it might be a time. Ooh, I feel like I have something stuck in my throat. But that's fine. That's why we have hydrate. Talking a lot is still something that gets me a little bit. I still don't see any break, and I still don't see anything that has changed. Okay. So, I think I might go here. Don't remember which direction it moves. But I now have the better song that just lets me switch time. Is this gonna work, or is this gonna be wrong? Ah. Oh, great. That did work, kind of. You should get snackness going. Oh my gosh, there's so much of this map that I haven't explored. Eh, fair enough. Maybe I was barking up the wrong tree. Okay. How do I get it? I want to get 2 squares this way. Maybe I want to get to there. Interesting. Let's go this way. Oh, that's interesting. What? Hey, dude. The seas beyond here swallow up all who venture into them, the sea of storms. I can't allow a child like you to pass. The Zora scales? So you're Lady Q! You may pass. I know not what lies beyond, and I ask not why you must pass. Fare you well. Wait. Okay, I had thought that this was in the past. But if he knows my name... Well... Okay. Why is there a pirate ship? I don't know if I want to go to the other time zone and check the cave, or if I want to figure out the pirate ship. That was 2 things very quickly. And... okay. Interesting. I don't know. They were my friends in one of the games. But I don't think that was this game. Okay, well, I'll take this. They were our friends in the other game, I think. I met them in Subrosia? Because I don't think this is the game with Subrosia. Okay. Well, I've got to a new spot. I feel like the only thing that I can do... Whoop! Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna assume, because this music is cool, that these pirates are definitely our friends. Woo! And they won't mind if I break their stuff. Great. That's totally fair, Plum. You are allowed to be in a get the heck out of here with your negativity mind space. That might be why adulthood is a myth is what came up when the book reviewer was redeemed, because it's very much the opposite of negativity from my headspace, at least. And I think it's adorable. And I'm sorry that you had to have that moment of negativity on your timeline, but good job with the block. Hale's tale of giant ruins out east in the sea of no return. Okay. So I want to go there. If ye go to the ruins out east, ye can never return. Okay, I'm assuming the ruins out east are like all of those squares I haven't been to. Captain isn't thinking about a thing. How long have we been adrift? Sailing the seas is every man's dream. It was great to so gallantly sail off to mid-dreams, but we got stuck in the sea of storms and can't get out. Har, you've got the Zora's Scale sea charm. Aye, that could calm this sea of storms. How about you give me that Zora's Scale, okay? Get out of my bath with your negativity. Correct. Thank ye, you're a good man. Ahoy, mateys, we're off to Olive Drum, the land o' seasons. Poison Darthrog, very specifically, these pirates specifically are our friends, because now that we've got them off the Sea of Storms, they're gonna go hang out and crash in Subrosia, where I'm gonna rescue them again. And so these pirates are actually characters in both games, apparently. Aye aye, sir! It's the jewel called the Tokay Eyeball. Okay. It's the thing that opens the way to the ancient tomb. I love that that is part of this lore. Great. Okay, so I got an eyeball. Fabulous. Crescent Island. Okay. So this is Crescent Island. Maybe I go there? That captain is totally my BFF. He even gave me a present. It's an eyeball, but like, it's the thought that counts. Okay. I am definitely... So that was absolutely the correct thing to do, obviously. But I'm definitely gonna try to figure out how to get to that missing square in my other timeline. Ah, nope. Not north enough. Can I transition in the middle of the sea? No, I cannot. That's awful! Chat, I can't play... That's a great question. It says it was the Tokay eyeball? Let's look. That is an unsettling eyeball. It's a treasure of the deep. He is a skeleton. Maybe it is his eyeball. But very disappointingly, I don't think that I can do this. Because the top layer of the land is only equivalent to the stones. Interesting. Oh, that is a bit of a bummer, Poison Darthrog. Okay. Well, that's fine, because what I really want to do is explore all of those areas, and I've been told to go to Crescent Island, so the least I could do is probably actually go to Crescent Island. But I don't like that the whirlpools are still hanging around. not that way. Hello, Mexico! Welcome in. Lovely to see you. Thank you for redeeming seasonal candy. Non-seasonal candy. Hydrate for 69 channel points. Nice. And dehydrate. It is always a pleasure to see you, Mexico. I did something crazy, chat. I know you're not gonna believe this. Like, not at all. But I changed my seasonal candy in the middle of the month. I usually don't do that. But just you wait. This is a marshmallow. I know. So the reason is I didn't even know these existed. They're exactly marshmallow. They're like strawberry flavored marshmallows in the shape of a heart, specifically for the day of Valentine in the middle of this month. And my mama gave them to me. I went to see her, and I came away with a bag of the perfect seasonal candy. And I was like, well, I'm not going to lose that opportunity. And so that's my seasonal candy now. For the whole, this stream only before it's March. And they don't apply anymore. I bet y'all didn't know I liked marshmallows. But it's not a surprise or a particularly big step. Let's go out on a limb and say Lady QW likes herself some sugar. We will do an actual hydrate after that. Because marshmallows are specifically very sweet. So that is my lovely hydrate. My dehydrate is my usual chippy chips. A particularly delicious vein this time with the sour cream and onion. As longtime viewers might recognize as my favorite. I had heard a similar word on the street. Kate Menzel and I are saving up. I'm really hopeful that because the Joy-Cons look like they have some like mouse controls or whatever, I'm really hopeful that means that we're gonna get NSO, like Nintendo Switch Online, for GameCube and Wii. Because if you have the ability to use a Joy-Con as a mouse cursor, you can actually have the motion controls of the Wii. And so I'm very invested in figuring that out. What up, Willis? Thank you for redeeming Hydrate for 69 channel points. Nice. Akina, thank you for redeeming Hydrate for 69 channel points. Nice. Just for that. One of you's getting one and one of you's getting the other. Cause why not? I've just found it's really useful to have actual water and not just my cool drink. If it's Wind Waker, I would love that. I would like to see more Zelda remakes on the Switch too. I would like to be able to access everything on the Switch too. And so then we have my non-seasonal candy. Which in this case, let's just go for some jelly beans. Those aren't seasonal at all, right? They have nothing to do with the season. I hope it doesn't get too much more expensive, but I also know I will pay it if it does. Because I'm that kind of person. Bubblegum, I think. And then I have a red and a green. I bet at least one of them is apple. But they might both be apple. That would be fun. That's definitely apple. Poison Darth Frog, this is why I save state all the time. And I know that doesn't help your exact situation. Whee!
Akinahe9 just subscribed. Plumberry gifted a tier 1 sub to Akinahe9. They have given 142 gift subs in the channel.
Well, that's a beautiful exchange. Akina, I hope you enjoy your gifted sub, though it doesn't sound like you will. Plum, thank you so much for gifting that sub to Akina. Got there first! Ooh, they were both apple. That's so weird how the green apple and the red apple have legit different flavors. 5 games that you know you'll play, the console's worth it. That's fair. I think my general rule for buying a console is it Nintendo, because I play everything by Nintendo. Because I know I'm gonna buy any game that has the word Yoshi in the title, the word Mario in the title, the word Zelda in the title, the word Lego in the title. Especially bonus points if it's got the word paper. And then some. At this point, Princess Peach is a pretty big shoe-in for I would buy. Oh, and Pokemon, that's the other one. And, like, frankly, it seems like they'll probably hit up most of those. Apples do have different flavors. I think, Willis, I was just surprised that when distilling the flavors into a candy, they could still make the flavors uniquely distinct, but still definitely apple. I'd never really thought about it before. Xbox and PS5 based on the reviews of Starfield Spider-Man 2. Okay, fair enough. That's a solid way of doing it. I think, obviously y'all know that I'm very much a, like, Nintendo gal. I have played very little on stream that wasn't specifically Nintendo. Yes. I hope. So, do we know, Mexico, do we know yet, because I don't keep up with tech news, is it backwards compatible by cartridge? Or is it backwards compatible digitally? Or is it backwards compatible for both? Because if backwards compatible, oh my gosh, I will be so happy forever. This is interesting, because I can go to Crescent Island. Or I could go up. I know myself. Literally just ocean. Fabulous. I am so glad that I could explore this definite ocean. That's fair, Plum. I'm really hoping it's cartridge and not just digital backwards compatibility. I'm just gonna swim to as many of these screens as they let me. Okay. I'll take anything at this point, Mexico. I have hope, and I hope that my hope will not be disappointed. Plays both, but some games might not work. That's fair. The Black Suit Saga has been tried many times in different Spider-Man games. They've all fallen short in one way or another. Okay. And in your opinion, Spider-Man 2 covered it in the best possible way. That's pretty cool. So the Black Suit Saga, is that adjacent to like Venom, or is that just like a dark era for Spider-Man? Teach the woman who knows nothing about this. Oh, fascinating. Okay, well that's definitely somewhere that I want to go. Whoa! Too much drift. Okay, some Marmo statues that I can't get to. Okay, it leads into Venom. That's fair. It seemed Venom adjacent. Another one. I would imagine that, I guess I would expect Nintendo games to work, but maybe some of the third-party games are trickier. Okay, so I can't go anywhere yet. Which means I'm gonna have to go back to Present Island. I have... Oh, my raft is still here, chat. Look at this. Because I didn't get off the island by using the raft to go back. Oh! Well, that's where I put the eye. Okay. I was about to say, I'm gonna have to go all over this island. This island. Ha 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 ha. I cracked myself up. I thought I was gonna have to go all over this island to try to remind myself, what do I do? Where do I go? How do I do this? But as it turns out, ooh, I will take that. Thank you. Thank you for that ring. Much appreciated. I just, whoops, accidentally into the right place. That's just a door. Okay. Fascinating. That's really cool. I didn't know that Venom was one of your favorite characters in fiction. I can see it though. There's some like complexities. Okay, so can I ask you, Poison Darth Frog, then? Since it's your soul candy, I have never seen the movie Venom. Did you see it? And was it a good experience for you? Or do you think the movie Venom mishandled the character? Salty Ginger, hello! Hashtag no pants indeed. You have come to the right place. Absolute queen energy right there. I've never seen that used as a threat before, Ginger. Plum, you can't even leave. You're just gonna get followed. Just gonna get followed. Anyway, lovely to see you, Salty Ginger. How you doing? Hope you're having a good night over here. You know, just in the no pants club or whatever it is. We're fun. Okay, the Venom movie was stupid fun. That's good to know. Now I'm very tempted. I'm very tempted. Venom 2 was less fun. Wow, I'm really out of touch with movies, chat. I didn't know there was a Venom 2. Show your courage, wisdom, and power. The road to the past shall then open. Okay. So this is probably where I show my courage by fighting a bunch of monsters. Oh, he's just gonna walk into me. I remember. They do not have recoil. Nope. Do I have a boomerang? I do not have a boomerang. The word behind me, yes, Salty Ginger. So this is my word of the stream. As chosen by Plum through the Word of the Stream redemption at the beginning of stream, it says mooshcapades. It is a portmanteau, if you will, of escapades and moosh. Moosh being our best friend in this game. He's a giant winged bear. I just need that to be clear. This is the flute that I have to summon my giant winged bear friend Moosh. He can fly a little bit with me on his back, kind of. And I love him. The oncoming storm! Congrats on the 5-stream streak. Since we're there, please accept some Lady QB Wilds running around. Mexico, it always goes downhill after that part of the day. You haven't seen Venom 3 because they specifically promoted it as a dramatic and emotional end? No, you're Venom, you don't do drama. That seems fair. I had no idea there was Venom 3, much less a Venom 2. I'm very out of touch. I thought Venom looked fun, but I don't trust myself when it comes to judging superhero movies because, specifically, I know so little about the lore that I don't know if I'm going to get roped into like a two-dimensional version of a character because accidental, and so I usually let people who are more qualified than I tell me whether or not like the lore of a superhero movie worked well. Each week there's a choice between word of the streamer first. One of these is more important than the other. The third movie trap of we need to be serious. That's not very, I mean, that seems weird. That just seems weird for a story about a character like Venom. Which is, I guess, your point? Venom's a lot of things, but I don't think serious is one of them. At least in my experience of Venom. I don't know everything. Definitely people went to see it for seriousness. Obviously. Okay, I will take my health back. We always, when we're low on health and near sandy spaces, we absolutely always dig until we find hearts, which is a little bit upsetting because it makes me feel more like a grave robber than anything else I do in this game, including the bit of the game where I robbed someone's grave, because I'm pretty sure that happened. Okay. So there was courage, power, and wisdom. Okay, so I'm standing here because I think it's very clear that I don't know what to do. That red thing, that's an enemy that when I walk past, it like lights up and tries to follow me if it can see me, like if I'm visible in one of the 4 cardinal directions to it. So right now I'm blocked by a rock, so it's not doing anything. I bet if I push this pot, that would block it, but it would also block me from being able to go through here. There are always too many raisins in trail mix, Salty Ginger, because for some reason they insist on putting any raisins in trail mix, and even 1 raisin is too many raisins. That's why. No, Plum, there is not a good raisin for that. Never. Venom having an origin story without Spider-Man is weird. I guess so. Okay, I don't have a cape. I do have a cane. But that would similarly block me. So I can see that what I need to do is that I need to get over to there and I need to bomb that rock. Which means if the blade trap is following me, gosh, I'm gonna have some problems. Actually, I don't even know. Maybe that's a blade trap, actually. I don't know what this dude's called. I don't know why I called him a blade trap. I don't know that that's his name, but he's very terrifying and he follows me. And then this is also tricky because these guys stay on whatever side they're on until they spot you. And so what I'm gonna want is for him to be on this side when I sneak around him and go up, because I don't want him trying to attack me while I'm dealing with the pot on the far side of the room with the dude that I don't think I can kill. I might be able to kill him with a level 2 switch hook. Okay. So here's the first thing I'm going to try, because I know I need to go into this maze, but this guy doesn't know that. And so if I destroy this pot and then I wake up the blade trap, but make it come this way and down, I can hide in the door while he passes. And then as soon as he passes me, I might be able to get up and around quickly enough that he doesn't come back. So that's my first plan. And we are going to see if it works. Well, that does seem to have worked. I like that it gave me Pegasus seeds. I might need them to be fast enough on this part. But I got what I wanted, so... Interesting. How do I kill these? Do I have any way of killing them? I don't know if a bomb will do it, but this dude is gonna get me in trouble. Oh, Garlic Grove. Lovely to see you. Thank you for redeeming Switch. I'm gonna be a little unusual. I'm not gonna save state in this exact moment. I have a save state from a second ago before I tried the loop around. I'm not save stating here because I am in the middle of an action that I have not succeeded at yet. So we're gonna keep my safety save. And we're gonna see what's up in Oracle of Seasons. Load. Oh gosh, we've explored the whole world. This is the one where the tree said, come back to me. Because he has to give me something, I think. So we have to make our way back all the way to here. Safety save. Safety save, obviously. Okay. Thanks for the bomb. Oh. Everything's on fire. Whoops. That was probably my fault. I don't think that's where I wanted to go. Oh gosh. Nope. Can I go this way, or is this gonna block me with... Cannot deal with this amount of lava. Whoa! That dude's jump was insane. Yeah. Wow. Also not where I want to go. I don't think I can get... Okay. Wow. Losing so much health just trying to figure out where to go. Wow. I don't like fighting in enclosed spaces, chat. I don't like fighting in enclosed spaces. I can just have all my health. I don't think the boomerang works on those guys, but I couldn't even really tell. Thanks for the fairy! Fabulous. Okay, I'm closer to the entrance now. Yes, I am closer to the entrance now. So that was a good way to get out, despite all of the ways in which I just like... Whoa! They throw swords! We'll get a boomerang. Aha! Right. This guy again. Well, this isn't gonna work. I would love to hear what was the cause of your wonderful laugh earlier, Willis. So please do. Please share. We're just gonna go. This is fine. Down. I have to go a whole lot of down. My 3 favorite things are eating my family and not using commas. I do have it. I got a gift recently from a member of my family. And I haven't read it yet, which is why it hasn't been a book review. But it is specifically a book about the misunderstood mark that is the semicolon, and I'm really looking forward to it. Unironically, I enjoy learning about punctuation in the English language. There's no reason for that, I just do. But that's an extremely funny joke, and that comes across very well in written form. Okay, I can swim, but should I? Don't know if swimming is the fastest way to get to where I want. I don't think so. How many people said that's only 2 things? Amazing. As well you should be. Okay, so I made it back to the village, and then the tree is this way, except there's also a shop, and I do have a ring. So let's find the shop and talk to the dude. I am sure it will be, and I'm very excited to read it. I naturally have owned Eats, Shoots, and Leaves for years, possibly more than a decade at this point. I think I got it when I was a teenager. Maybe a late teenager. My mom definitely had it when I was a teenager, and I definitely read it and was like, wow, this book is brilliant. There's something about the fact... I could probably explain this, and y'all are who you are, and so of course you're gonna listen to me, or you're gonna leave and come back, and I'm not gonna know you didn't listen to me. And so it's fine. There's something about punctuation that is such a beautiful thing, because language is essentially for communication. And we have spoken language, which has inflection and tone and timbre and all of these sorts of details of context, not to mention things like hand movements and that sort of thing, which all add layers to the communication. And in the written word, punctuation is how you convey that. Punctuation is how you give people your tone and your cadence and your inflection that you can't actually communicate inherently to the word, like inherently as part of the word itself. You actually need to indicate that contextually, and the punctuation is your context. And so there's so much that you can do with punctuation, and what I loved about Eats, Shoots, and Leaves, and so what I hope is also true about semicolon, is that an author who is like an expert in punctuation has the potential, doesn't mean they always do, but has the potential to write a very tonally evocative book. And that's what Eats, Shoots, and Leaves was to me. It was the fact that her punctuation within that book was so deliberate to give you her inflections, to give you her pacing, to be like, none of how you read this is ever going to be a mistake because punctuation allows that. And it's one of the things, as a primarily fiction reader and as someone who like dabbles in writing as a hobby, like I don't have anything published, I don't ever expect to have anything published, I just occasionally have stories in my head that I like that I want to write down. And when I do that, I have to yeah, actually, Poison Dart Frog, great summary. 10 out of 10. It's also why I communicate so often with like emotes and with this stuff on Twitch, right? Because that is a way of adding tone. It is not punctuation, but punctuation does exist. I just think punctuation is a little more of a lost art, so it's harder to communicate with people using punctuation. And to finish my thought, because I am primarily a reader of fiction, because I am primarily a dabbling writer of like fiction adjacent things, one of the things that you often have to compromise over is the simplicity of tone. If I were to use punctuation the same way that Eats, Shoots, and Leaves does to tell my adorable little fantasy story about a dragon over on the side, it wouldn't gel with the concept, with the style. And so I have to like pick my battles with punctuation. And I think some authors do that too, because more often than not, punctuation is very simple in fiction work. But I'm also an avid reader of Jane Austen, and Jane Austen has fascinating punctuation. And so much of her punctuation helps me hear her tone. And I think sometimes because reading Jane Austen like is a bit of a skill, reading J.R.R. Tolkien is a bit of a skill. You know, you have to have a mind that can encompass the information needed to like make it through the work. And for Jane Austen, typically the bar is set at, can you understand where she was going with this sentence? And your guideposts for Austen are her semicolons. You know, they're always her semicolons. And I have always found her tone to be fascinating. And I have actually had real arguments with librarians who think that Jane Austen is dry and who think that she's boring. And I'm like, but she's so witty. Her jokes are so clever. And an actual librarian looked me in the eye and went, there aren't any jokes in Jane Austen. And I was like, what? Yes, there are. There's so much sass and sarcasm, and there's inside jokes between Lizzie and her dad all the way through Pride and Prejudice, man. Like, I don't... Clearly not Salty Ginger. I'm like, it seems like she tried one and gave up, thinking that she couldn't do it, or something. And it makes me sad, because I think Austen is brilliant. Steadfast. Thanks, Mr. Ring person. Anyway, I love Austen. Lady QE, what? Yeah, it's true. A&E Pride and Prejudice? Hold on. I need to check because I know BBC. Okay, good. Yes, it is that one. It's so good, Willis. Willis, it's so good. Good night, Plum. I hope you rest well. But like genuinely, one of the first gifts that Kim Wenzel got me after we got married was a DVD version of the Pride and Prejudice miniseries by the BBC, which I think might be what you're watching. And it's so good. It's so good. Everything about it is beautiful. And I love it. You only read it once at 17, 18, but you definitely caught the humor. I just think it's obvious, and I couldn't believe I was having this conversation with an actual librarian. And I was like, okay, Maybe that's not your section, girl. Only the Keira Knightley one? My opinion of the Keira Knightley one is I'll take it because I love the story of Pride and Prejudice. There are two things that the Keira Knightley version does that I am disappointed that the BBC miniseries does not do, in hindsight, because they are definite, clear details from the books that come across very well. However, overall, I like the story of Pride and Prejudice, and so I'm going to enjoy watching that one. But I think that there is something to some of the other versions of Pride and Prejudice. Each version has its own thing to offer. Yeah! Of course it would be. Listen, Frozen 2 is special to me, and no one ever said that movie was good. Don't even get me started. But yeah, like that's exactly it. It should be special to you for that reason. And also it's fine. Like, the only reason I'm not like, oh, that's so cool, they put Pride and Prejudice on screen in a movie, is that the BBC did it first, and the BBC did do it better. And so I'm not, like, desperate to see a different representation. So I watched it, and there were things I liked about it. And there were things that I liked about it that were better. And there were things that I noticed about it that I knew were modernizations. And I went, whether or not I like that, I understood why you made that choice. And so I will accept that. And then there were some things where I was like, oh, okay. That's fine. But I'll still watch it. I think I still own it. I can't see far enough, but I do think I own at least two versions of Pride and Prejudice, and I do think one of them is the Keira Knightley version. Because there were certain things about it that were very good. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. I own that book. I didn't ever watch the movie because I think it's gory. You might be able to confirm that for me, Poison Darth Frog, having seen it. And so I have not. I have been avoiding it because I don't always handle gore. But the book was quite clever, and I very much enjoyed that. You just finished the series on BritBox? That's so cool, Quill! I love it! I don't remember what makes sense though. Yeah, it has zombies and swords. It's fine. We watched it last week. A couple of lines. Is this in the novel? Wifey was like, no. Pretty sure. So what was interesting is I wouldn't say I have Pride and Prejudice memorized. I definitely don't. But I do seem to have, like, I've read it a lot. I've probably read it more often than I've read any other single book in my life. And so I don't have it memorized. I couldn't quote it to you. I could only quote my favorite lines to you. When I was reading Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, every time the author did a word flip, not like spun a sentence and changed topic. Those are obvious. Like when a sentence suddenly starts talking about zombies halfway through. No, that's not original Jane Austen, even if it pivoted from original Jane Austen. The point is, when they were doing the editing of this, there were certain words, like vocabulary in Jane Austen, that they considered not modern enough for the type of reader that Pride and Prejudice and Zombies was trying to reach. And so they would replace it with a more colloquial synonym. I noticed every single one of those in Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Every time I hit a sentence where a synonym had been flipped, I was like, not the word. Not the word. Definitely not the word. I think I have 2 copies because I have a set of Jane Austen, but I also have my nostalgic Pride and Prejudice. And my nostalgic Pride and Prejudice is the original hardcover book with the little sleeve that I borrowed from my mom to read when I was a preteen, and it's the first like physical version of that book that I ever held. And so I didn't have it for a really long time because it wasn't mine. So I bought my own Jane Austen books, and that's like my original set. But when I moved, my mother did not stop me from taking that original Pride and Prejudice with me. So I definitely have 2 copies. I have the matchy copy, and then I have the one that I love and read all the time. All of this is distracting me. I'm supposed to go see the tree. That's what I'm doing. Oh, good. Psh, you are not sorry at all, Willis. Look me in the eye and say that. I will know you're lying to me. Nobody's here to watch the game. Are you kidding? They did. They did do it with other books, Poison Dart Frog. Hold on. So, they did adaptations of more than one work of Jane Austen. They were not always for zombies. It was like, and vampires, or it was like, and fairies or something. I can find this for you, but I remember this. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies is the one that was the most famous, but there are definitely more. Not the film. I want the book. I want the book. Sense and Sensibility and Sea Monsters. Sense and Sensibility and Sea Monsters was another one. I thought there was another one. I can do this. Okay, let me find the author. This is so important to me, chat. This is like book review 2.0. There was a vampire one. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. It's not Jane Austen. But there is Sense and Sensibility and Sea Monsters, and I think that there's another one. It was a thing for about a year. War and Peace and Zombies, Bram Stoker's Dracula and Zombies. Listen. Yes. Just add the word zombies onto anything. Lady Q, you finally gathered all 8 essences of nature. You've become a true hero who understands the essences of nature. No, I really don't. You are something hope, all that live. Take this seed. Thanks. I got a huge Maku seed. Oh my gosh. What up, Liz? Thank you for redeeming Switch. I'm just holding a Maku seed and we're just gonna go now. We're just gonna go. The yellow pages and zombies. Don't even tease me, Poison Dart Frog. Yes, I absolutely would. I absolutely would. That's so funny. I don't know how to destroy these guys. This is what bothers me. So the switch hook didn't do it. So that doesn't do it. I can't get past him. Oh, yes I can. Okay. Nope. So this is super not worth it, so I'm gonna try it again to see if I can do it while losing slightly less health. There we go. Interesting. Interesting. Do these guys like land on stuff? How am I supposed to know? Oh gosh, I only have Chariots of Fire and Zombies does sound like a metal band. So I don't think I can switch with these rocks. Am I supposed to know this? Or is this a testing thing? Okay. Okay. We're gonna test. Can I go this way? No. Can I go this way? Yes, sort of. Nope. I can go 1. I can't quite go 2. I am absolutely gonna save state trial and error. Okay, so interesting. I've got a weird slide when I touch that portion. Not there. Interesting. Okay. Okay, interesting. So that whole line exists. Interesting. Okay. In theory? Should I have something to reveal it? Like what? Finding an invisible floor has not been a mechanic. Oh, maybe I could have used this. I could have put a block in front of me to see if it stayed or if it was flung into the void. Maybe I could have trial and errored it that way. I didn't think of that. But that's okay, we have save states. We have save states. We're fine. Where am I now? Oh! I have made it to a part that I couldn't get to. I don't have a boomerang! Ah. No, I did that wrong. Probably supposed to push it into line and not out of line. I'm terrified. Let's see if I can get my 1 missing health from this island. Thank you. Utterly terrified. I have no idea what I want. But we're here. In a labyrinth. Oh dear. What is that? Oh gosh. These enemies are gonna be awful. Ooh, I can jump off there. that one could be worse. I'm a little stressed out by this. I don't... Oops. I have always fought Lionels in this game with the boomerang. And I don't have the boomerang. And so I don't really know how to fight them. Are these statues things that I can't move? Nope. That was what I meant. Hey, I don't think I can move them. Oh, he can shoot me through the walls. Well, that's where I'm trying to get. Nope. I didn't notice anything. Yeah, that's how I get back. That is not what I'm looking for right now. Woo! Woo-wee! I mean, at least it's not really a maze. It's just terrifying. Woo! 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 Okay, let's go digging. There's lots of spots to dig. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get some health. We'll find some hearts. Do some grave robbing. As one does in this game. Ooh, a fairy! That's fun. There's just no good options. This is fine. The fact that the Lionel just like charges me indiscriminately and doesn't like do so with intelligence is a very useful. Very nice. Is a very useful trait. I'm just gonna ignore that one because I know that this is where I'm trying to go. And we found level 8. All right, delightful. I'm thrilled. I am very happy about that because I need to do level 8 in this to like catch up with the other game. Okay, I have some time to make progress. Let's see. I'm glad my instinct to go find the squares that I hadn't seen before was a good instinct. Interesting. Interesting that there are pots. This is very creepy music. Oh dear. And it's supposed to be. Interesting. Open your ears to the sound of a sword against the wall. Obviously. Interesting, maybe it's not in this room, maybe it's in this room. So I checked here. But it's probably behind the pots if it's anywhere. Not that side. Gotcha. It can be taught. The question is there more than one? Okay, evidence suggests maybe not. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No! No, 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 no. Okay. Interesting. I did get a key. That's great. Interesting. And now I got to the door. I'm just gonna go see if there are bombs. Ooh, fun. That one pushed. Does that mean there was a way through this using pushing instead of bombs? Nah, that's the only one I found that pushed. Probably is no big deal. Maybe there's a way back through with just pushing so that you don't have to waste bombs in two directions? I don't know. I'm guessing. Interesting. So there's a spot to try to light a torch. There's also definitely something to be read there. And there are ways to hold down buttons. Not enough ways to hold down buttons, though. There's 3 buttons. Time for din-dins. Enjoy! Nope. There it is. There, it did all the things. Thank you for the staircase. I appreciate it. I'm a little weirded out by it, but I appreciate it. You ever just have this thing, chat? Because I do all the time. This thing where, like, you're watching some kind of adventure movie, like The Mummy 1999. Or you're playing an adventure game like this, or like Tomb Raider, or you're watching, like, I don't know, Relic Hunter. Any of these styles of, like, media that involve this kind of thing, like entering a crypt or whatever. Do you ever just, like, really think about the requirements to get in? Especially in something like a Zelda game. And, like, normal usage? Like, in order to access this ancient tomb, I needed the Cane of Samaria and a switch hook, and the ability to throw fire. And, like, how do you decide? How do you get in when you need to get in? Are these just, like, normal things that people expect to run into at some point in their lives? I don't know, but I sure am amused by it. Oh, okay, so it's gonna be one of these. Gotcha. I need a key. I do not have a key, so I go north. I go this way. It would be so complicated. There would be at least 3 of these things on the way to your office. It would be such a trek. Every morning. I like that the ancient tomb comes populated with ghosts. Staircase found. Is that where I want to go right now? Maybe? I admit I have never raided a tomb in real life. Huh. Oh, this is for getting across. I understand. This might be how I get across from the other side. Okay, I'll bite. Maybe I'll bite. I don't even know that I've ever been near a tomb, much less in a tomb in real life. The oncoming storm. Thank you for redeeming. Switch? Let's completely lose track of everything that we were doing there in order to figure out what I'm supposed to do with a huge Maku seed. This should penetrate evil forces. Surely now you can defeat Onyx, the General of Darkness, and free Din, Oracle of Seasons. Wow, some hero. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. Come if you dare. If you are their so-called hero, then their hero is no match for my powers of darkness. Oh, okay. You thought everyone had at least once in their life. Yeah, these Deku trees are definitely lacking. Settle down, Beavis. It's lovely to see you, though. Happy Wednesday. Well, one assumes that I'm gonna go here? Possibly? That's where all the evil was concentrated, right? Honey, have you seen my keys? Have you tried bombing that wall south of the Great Fairy Fountain and collecting the Rod of Samaria and placing it in the hole at the top of the giant turtle-shaped rock while reciting the ancient call of thunder? Oh, they were in my other pocket. Thanks anyway. That is hilarious. Like, yes, great execution on that joke. Absolutely. Chat, I have to just go back to where I was before. I just made this trip all the way down here to talk to a tree. And the thing that I need to do is go back to where I was. At least I'm pretty sure. The phrasing was so well done. Okay, at least I kind of remember where I'm going and what I'm doing, kind of. Okay, I'm supposed to... Yeah, okay. I probably should have actually tried fighting them. Nope, not worth. Okay, I have a seed. And I have the essences of nature, and they're going to fight darkness, apparently. Oh. All will be for naught. I attack the darkness using nature? Is this just a really long way of Nintendo saying, are you feeling down? Have you tried going outside and touching some grass? Because it feels a little bit like this is Nintendo saying you should go outside and touch some grass. All will be for naught. Ho, 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 ho. Oh. I am actually a little bit shocked. Always attack the darkness with magic missile. But what's the darkness's armor class, Scarlet Grove? Because I would say attack the darkness with fireball, because then the darkness has to roll a saving throw. But magic missile is a great choice, because depending on what level you cast it at, actually it might not be a level. That might be a thing that you can get on certain characters when those characters hit a level. But it starts with like 3 darts, and at some point I think you can get more darts, but I don't remember the conditions, it doesn't matter. You just get multiple tries, is the point. Are you shocked? We are Twin Rova, Garuda witches! Ho 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 ho! Soon the flame of destruction shall burn, and when it does, no one can keep us from holding our rights. It looks like the darkness is gonna have to be fought with fire and ice alternatively. Poison Darthrug, if they make me do that again, I will be so mad. Because I don't have ice as a skill! This was the worst part! Despite your every efforts, the evil king shall return. Actually, if it's a Twin Rova battle, like, technically what I was doing with Twin Rova was letting her hit herself, and so maybe that's okay. I don't know, I think I can take him, chat. Spread darkness across the land. I don't remember where I was reading, and so I just read it again. Something, something darkness. Ooh, something, something tree? This is awful! Oh man, I thought this was going to be encouraging. Thanks, Mr. Tree. Twin Rova's behind Onyx! Lady Q, you must save Din! Where's the Mountain Dew? Yeah, I already knew I had to save Din. I've done a much better job Ugh, going to all of the places. I have been to every screen on the map, chat. Are you proud of me? I'm proud of me. I'm also terrified, because that means I'm approaching final boss territory in this game, and I'm really, really delayed in the other game. This is great music, though. Woo! Yeah. The floor is attacking me. Oh, the floor is attacking me. But we lived. It's really interesting that that one that hit me like from the side still didn't do any damage. Aha! There we go. It is possible to take damage in this context from flying tiles. These are not perfect safety corners. That's fine because I still have a fairy. Well, it seems like a silly waste of fairies. Duh! Awful. Oh my goodness. The blue guys are really annoying. Ow. I am very much losing. Okay, I could do better in this room. So we're probably gonna try it again, only this time we'll remember that we have a boomerang. And we'll see if the boomerang can help make this room better. No? Did it hit him or did it miss him? Interesting. Just be patient. Very nice. Okay. Well, half a heart down is better than the previous. So I'll take it. Yeah, no. I understand what's happening. These are health refills if I'm willing to let a bunch of those tiles punch me. Wait, what? What? I'm on loop. I'm not making progress. it's the same room? Is that because I went to the side? Oof. Oh, I timed that poorly. I really need to get the green guy. Oh, I missed. Oopsies. Okay. So we're not going to pop into the side rooms this time. Oh no! Oh no! No! No, 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 no! 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 He just spawned on me, chat. That was rude. I don't like Mr. Grabby! And I don't think Mr. Grabby likes me either. Oh! Uh-oh. Well, that was rude. I dropped bombs on him, right? Oh, that's very rude. Did that even hit me? I'm not doing very well with this. Very off pace for when the face is gonna appear. Okay, that did damage. But it's too slow usually. Thanks for the very random face in the floor. The boss is the whole room. He needs a key just to unlock himself. Oh dear. Oh dear, that's very final room of the game energy. Sorry, the boss respawned? Excuse you. That's very final room energy, chat. I'm a little bit worried because I still have like a whole dungeon that I need to do in the other game. And so I'm just gonna super casually... Nothing happened. We're fine. I just want to get off to a good start next week. And so I'm just gonna real quick jump back over here. Be like, yeah. So that was interesting. I mean, maybe it's not final rim energy, but like, it feels it, and I don't want to finish that game too early. So I might need to disable switch for next theme. I did. I switched back because I'm about to finish stream and I just wanted to be in this game for when I start next week. Because that seems like that might be important to me. Smile. Smile and giggle. I did it last week as well, I think. Because I really do want to spend I want to catch up in the other game. I want to be finishing them around the same time. And so I do need to finish Ancient Tomb. So I'll have to figure out how to do that. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. You know, I'm not overwhelmed and terrified at all by how crazy these games are. They are a little bit, but it's okay. It's totally okay. Okay. That was a fair amount. I'm really stressed out by being at the final boss in one of these games. But I still have plenty to do in this game, and by plenty I mean this dungeon and then maybe a little bit of running around the world before they finally like tell me what I'm supposed to do to finish that game too. Because the Oracle of Seasons was very direct, and the Oracle of Ages has been a little more fuddy-duddy, non-linear. That's a good word. It's been a bit more wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. You know how it goes. I'm really looking forward to being done these games. So I am hoping that I'm going to finish them in the month of March. I'm even hoping that I'm going to finish them in early March. So if you want to see me navigate some final bosses and possibly entirely give up, depending on how ridiculous they are, feel free to come back next week. I stream every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, so same time, same place, just next week. Same time, same place, same games, just next week. And then when I'm able to beat the final bosses on these, I will jump over to Wind Waker. It's true. It's a great pastime, Poison Deathbug, and it was lovely to see you. And congrats again on getting first, because that was very cool. And we didn't break anything, and I'm proud of myself for that. We did break some enemies, which is, you know, the goal. It's the end goal. So we're gonna probably pop over on a little bit of a raid. I see that Civis is live, and so I might drop you over with her today. She seems to be doing some mix and matchy things, and so we'll see what that is. Civis is a VTuber. If you haven't seen her before, we've stopped by when she's been playing some scary things. So not necessarily as immediately family friendly, but still a pretty cool lady. Just like, don't expect entirely clean language. That's what I mean by not family friendly. So we're probably gonna pop over there if y'all want to jump over there and hang out with her for a little bit. But I will sign off, and I will be here again next week. And so if you want to see my continuation in the quest to beat every Zelda game that I own, that's how we're gonna do it. Yeah. You can grab a raid message if you want to. No big deal if you don't. It was wonderful to hang out with you guys. I hope you had a good time. I did for sure, and it was lovely to see some of y'all and to have the chats that we had. I always love that opportunity by SNK. I'm like losing track of my words, which is a fairly common thing when I'm tired, and so I'm tripping up a little bit. But I will be back with more Zelda. I would love to see you again, but even if I don't, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And as always, keep it cute. Bye.